Hey K Company family, this is Dan Bauer, Vice President of Construction, and I'm here to introduce you and welcome you to the K Company Customer Experience. What is the K Company Customer Experience, you might ask? Well, it's the experience our customers get from us. Great service, fair prices, quality installations, thoughtful solutions. Overall, a delivery of a great heating, ventilation, and air conditioning product. Nothing that we have done differently, but we're going to take service not excuses and double down on that customer experience culture. Why? We want to retain our current customers. It's getting more and more competitive out there. We want to retain our customers. We want to solidify those relationships. We want it to be a pleasure with which to work. We want to make our lives better. More on that later. And we want to take the K Company customer experience to the next level. First, we should define customer. This is very important. A customer is anyone that relies on you to do their job, or anyone that relies on us to do their job. We have external customers, that's very obvious, but we also have internal customers. So we have relationships between departments and within departments that people rely on us to do their job. How are we going to do this? When we first got exposed to this idea of the customer experience and the customer revolution, we assembled a customer experience team after an introductory class from a certified customer experience manager. We had multiple workshops with that team, intense workshops where and there's 3 more workshops and ongoing work to get this done, but we sat right here in this room and I'll get to our never and always statements, but that was our first step on the first 2 days of the workshop. We also have to understand that this is a lifelong commitment. This is not the flavor of the month. We're going to introduce you to the first step, which is the never and always statements. The never and always statements are like the K Company Customer Experience Creed, or the 10 Commandments, if you will. Never accept okay. We made this one first for a reason. Always strive for excellence. Okay is for our competition. Never interrupt. Always actively listen. This might be one of the hardest things that people struggle with. I know I struggle with it. Oftentimes, we're listening to a customer, or we think we're listening, but we're actually thinking about what we want to say next. This happens in our personal lives too, not just at work. Actively listening means listening with the intent to understand. Never let the customer assume. Always follow up and follow through. In the absence of information, people make things up. I've seen this happen again and again. We should always go the extra mile. There is no traffic on the extra mile. Part of this would be like responding to phone calls and texts within an hour. And if you can't, have your automatic replies turned on so they at least our customers are acknowledging that you saw that they called or texted and that you will get back to them. Emails, they should be responded to within 12 hours. These are just a couple of small examples. Never hide mistakes. I think we're pretty good about this one. Always make it right. I really think the K Company is very good at this one. But everyone's human. We understand that. We own our mistakes and work to correct them expediently. That's really what customers care about. If we don't leave them hanging and we get things done quickly, we always deliver bad news in person. We never do it over email. That's part of this too. Never say no or I don't know. Always focus on what you can do. You might not have all the answers, but we have a lot of resources, user resources, and get the people the answers through our internal knowledge or walk them to a solution. Whether you think you can or not, always tell them what you can do. Never say no or I don't know. Never show frustration. This is a tough one. Always be a brand ambassador. Ambassadors are at the top of their game. They're calm, cool, collected, and the best in their field. We are also brand ambassadors, not just for the K Company, but for our customers as well. So we always have to protect our good name and their good name as well. Never criticize, place blame, or point. Always empathize and own it. Putting a spotlight on a customer or a teammate for doing something wrong doesn't do anything to solve that customer's problem. And it does not build trust in them as well. Take the customer to the resolution ourselves and with a positive attitude. Never take the customer for granted. Always follow the platinum rule. Everybody knows what the golden rule is. The platinum rule is treat people how they want to be treated. We can't expect them to accept what we would accept if they expect more. Never I, always team. Together, everyone achieves more. Never come empty-handed. Always bring solutions. This will always set us apart from our competition. We have tons of resources. We want to be a part of the solution, not a part of the problem. What are the next steps? This was a very brief introduction, okay? We need to commit to reviewing and practicing our never and always commandments daily. We're going to give you these cards that you can maybe post in your truck or your van on the dash, put it up on your laptop screen so you're always seeing it, and you'll be amazed if you just practice these how great feedback that you get. Okay, we'll have posters up and we'll be reviewing these at service meetings, construction meetings, team meetings. We want you to share your successes with your managers and teammates. So when you see these principles working, share it. Tell everybody. Send me an email, and I'll post it. We want to watch your work life improve, and your customers will take notice. That's all I had for this brief session. This was just an introduction to this concept. You'll be hearing a ton of it more later, and we hope you embrace it like we have. Take care and God bless.